Get ready. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Start. This appeal is directed against the judgment and order dated 10/9/2002 passed by the learned session judge in sessions case number 75/2000, whereby the accused appellant was convicted for offense under section 302 IPC and was sentenced to undergo rigorous imprisonment for life with a fine of rupees 1000 in default, further RI for another 2 months. Para. The unfortunate incident which led to the death of the deceased on 10th May 2000. The deceased has married young sister of the accused and he was residing with his in-laws in an adjacent house. On the fateful day, a quarrel took place between the appellant and the deceased, whereupon the accused is alleged to have stabbed the deceased with a fishing spear called hatkali or kuchia. As a result of the above injuries on the chest, the deceased died at the spot. In sessions case number 75/2000, the appellant was charged for offense under section 302 IPC, and during trial, as many as 8 witnesses were examined. On conclusion of the trial, the learned trial judge convicted the appellant under section 302 IPC and sentenced him to imprisonment for life and to pay a fine of rupees 1000 in default, further imprisonment for 2 months, hence the present appeal. PW1 is the informant of this case. He has deposed about the quarrel that took place between the accused and the deceased, and after the incident, on being informed, he came to the place of occurrence and found the deceased lying dead, whereupon he lodged the FIR. Para. PW2 is the wife of the deceased and she has also deposed about the death of her husband on the date of occurrence. PW4 is another co-villager. It may be mentioned that all these 3 witnesses, PW1, PW2 and PW4, were declared hostile by the prosecution during trial, as they did not support the entire prosecution story. PWs and PW4 had even tried to make out a story that during the quarrel, the deceased fell down on a fence and sustained the fatal injuries. So far, the death of the deceased on the date of occurrence as a result of the injuries sustained is concerned, the same is not disputed and it is supported by the medical evidence on record. PW3 was held the autopsy over the dead bodies and found as follows. External appearance. One middle-aged male person with clotted blood in nose and mouth of average build. One entrance point on perforating injury above 5 fingers of right nipple. Circular sharp cutting injury was seen. In the opinion of the doctor, the injuries were antemortem and the cause of death was due to severe blood loss caused by hypovolemic shock. Para. Upon giving an anxious consideration to all aspects of the matter, we have no hesitation to hold that the confessional statement was made voluntarily, notwithstanding the retraction made at the time of recording statement under section 313 CRPC. In the case of Bhagwan Singh versus the state of Punjab, AIR 1952, SC 214, the apex court has held that the burden is on the accused to prove that the confessional statement was obtained by threat, duress, or promise. From the evidence on record, we find that the deceased accused were close relations, and as a matter of fact, the deceased was given shelter by family of the accused appellant, as he had married the younger sister of the accused. There was no animus and no other motivation has been established on the part of the accused to kill his young brother-in-law. The confessional statement shows that the deceased used to be a drunkard and used to quarrel, and on the ill-fated day the incident took place at the heat of the moment. Further, it was a case of single injury, and the accused assaulted the deceased with material Exhibit 1. Considering the parameters laid down by the apex court in the case of Mahesh Balmiki versus State of MR 2000 (1) SCC 379, we hold that the intention to cause the death cannot be inferred in the present case, and the act of the accused would constitute an offense under Section 299 IPC, punishable under Section 304 Part 2 IPC. Accordingly, the conviction is altered and modified to one under Section 304 Part 2 IPC. Stop.